Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. It is week one in football in Tennessee. Man, we had some exciting football tonight. Thank you, Casey. Thank you, Mark, for calling our primetime game of the week at Stone and York. Stone picked up a big win. We got some scores to call out. Cookville over Siegel, 42-14. Upperman pulled out a tough one over Knox Webb, went down to the wire. White County went down to Saudi Daisy, 49-6. Livingston Academy absolutely put on a show, 55-7 over Cumberland County. Cannon County, 48-7 over Monterey. Clay County came up short over Barron, Kentucky, 42-6. Gordonsville pulled out a tough one over Coalfield, 17-13. And a nail biter down in Warren County tonight. DeKalb and Warren County went into overtime, excuse me. DeKalb pulled that out 10-7. Man, again, thank you to Casey. Thank you to Mark for calling the primetime game of the week up at York, Stone and York. Big game tonight, man. Big games tonight. We had Corbin Garrett. Corbin Garrett was the primetime player of the game with the win, 48-7 there, Cannon County over Monterey. They said Corbin Garrett had 4 touchdowns in the air tonight, guys. 4 touchdowns in the air tonight. That's pretty big. Shouts out to Cole Sims. He was trading grass. He came out the gate. White County there with a 77-yard run to start the game off there at White County. Um, Again, DeKalb and Warren, that game was a tough one. That game was scoreless for a lot of the game tonight. Went into the fourth quarter, it was 0-0. DeKalb went on the board first, put together a 13-play drive late in the third to go up 7-0. Warren County came back with a late push. A.J. Whitman with a big run late in the fourth, 3:36 to go. He put Warren County on the board, tied it up, went into overtime there. I think I heard there was a player that was wheeled out tonight at that game. He got wheeled off in the ambulance. So of course we hope and pray everything goes right with that. I don't know the player's name, but we did catch wind of that. We will be talking to Dylan Stanlin, who was live at Jackson County tonight. So we're going to be giving Dylan a call. He's going to be giving us a recap of what went on at Jackson County and Clinton County. And again, thank you to Casey and Mark there for calling that game. See if we can get Dylan online.
Hey, Jared, how are you?
I'm doing well, Dylan. How you doing? We're live on the Friday night post-game show sponsored by Guffey Law. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Appreciate you having me on. We're on our way home now after a big win at the Stadium.
So I heard they had tonight was a kickoff, of course, of the year this year. Had a big new scoreboard down there, huh?
Oh, yeah, big Jumbotron. Super cool. Shows intros to our starting offense and defense. Super neat, super cool to have.
That's nice. So give us a rundown of what happened tonight down there in Jackson County, Dylan.
Well, I think the biggest thing tonight is about 4 rushing touchdowns for Mr. Braden Dodson.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you, he had 3 or 4 last year against Clinton County. I guarantee you the folks in Albany, Kentucky just around here Braden Dodson's name.
Right.
Quarterback Colt Loftus with 2 touchdown passes, both to number 3, Gavin Sladar. He had 2 receiving touchdowns on the night. 8 of the 14 points for Clinton County came in trash time. Early in the first half, Loftus actually had a pick 6 that he threw. It was a pre-designed play. He threw the ball where he thought a Blue Devil receiver was going to be, that they were nowhere to be found. It was picked off, took all the way back. They failed the 2-point conversion on that one. So at halftime, it was 28-6, I believe. Just a great game offensively. Defense, you couldn't ask for more, but a lot of it was self-inflicted on Clinton County's part. Snaps over the quarterback's head, just, personnel mistakes. Simple things that, Clinton County could clean up. It would have been a different game.
Right.
However, this Clinton County team we played tonight is a lot different from the team last year. They had a couple good ball players who graduated, moved on, played at the college level, and they're in a rebuild year. But either way, coming out week 1, people, down here in Gainesboro have been really excited about Jackson County and what this season could be. Coming out tonight with a 43-14 win, I think is a great way to set the tone.
That was a great way to set the tone. You are correct. And where's Jackson County at next week, Dylan?
Next week, we are at Midway. It's a little over about an hour and 40 minutes from the campus of Jackson County High School. We're at Midway. Kickoff will be at 7:30 Central Time, 8:30 Eastern.
7:30 Central Time, 8:30 Eastern, Jackson County at Midway, week 2. It's Dylan Sandlin. Big win for Jackson County, 43-14 over Clinton County, Kentucky. Great way to start the season off there. Dylan, we thank you so much for calling in tonight on the Friday Night Postgame Show, sponsored by Guffey Law. Thank you, Dylan. We'll talk to you soon, man.
Absolutely, Terrence. Appreciate you having me on. We'll talk to you next week.
Have a good one. See you later. That was Dylan again, coming to us from Jackson County. We're having some technical difficulties with the lighting here. He's coming to us from Jackson County. Again, 43-14. Big shocker tonight, Cookeville over Siegel. Cookeville went down to Murfreesboro and absolutely put a spanking on Siegel, 42-14. Easton Davidson put Cookeville on the board first, rushing touchdown, put Cookeville up 7-0. Cookeville went up 14-0. Again, man, Cookeville went down to Siegel, pulled out a good one, man. Good showing tonight for Cookeville. Upperman Knox Webb, that was a good close game. Knox Webb had a chance to tie it up. They're late, fell through. Upperman got the big W. Livingston Academy, man, 55-7 over Cumberland County. That's a good win for Coach Caleb Qualls there. And the Hog-Eye, the folks of Hog-Eye, starting off Livingston with a good win, good start to the season. Shouts out to those guys up there in LA, man. I like hearing that. Again, I've always liked the LA program for some reason. And we want to give a big shout out to Reed Winton in Grundy County. He was the special defensive coordinator tonight there at that game against Red Bull and Springs. Don't know if we have a score from that Red Bull and Springs Grundy County game yet. No, we don't have a score for that one yet. Watertown put out a tough one over in Smith County. Smith County starts the year off with a loss this year. And again, Cannon County over Monterey. Tough loss for head coach Scott Hughes there, Monterey. Clay County, man. Clay County took a tough L tonight, 42-6 over Barron County. The Gordonsville-Coalfield game, that was a pretty good game. Gordonsville, penalties hurt them early in the game, but they were able to beat some adversity. They went up 7-3 at halftime over Coalfield. Gordonsville, they came back out, started the third quarter with an interception, but they were able to hold tight there to pull out a win there at Gordonsville. So great way to start the season off for them. White County again went down to Saudi Daisy. Cole Sims, man, I'm telling you guys better watch out for Cole Sims this year. 77-yard rushing touchdown to start the game off for White County. Can't say enough about what Coach David Foster and those guys. I'm telling you, I think White County is going to be the sleeper in that region this year. I think White County is going to be the sleeper in that region. Tucker Pinion, Cole Sims, those guys there in the trenches. Looking forward to see what they do going throughout the year. And again, thank you, Casey. Thank you, Mark, for calling the primetime game of the week. Mountain Barn Builders primetime player of the game there, Tori McDowell at Stone and York. He had a big game tonight, excuse me. Still don't have a final score from Trousdale and Friendship Christian. Still don't have a final score from that one. Again, DeKalb, Warren County was 10-7. That was a tough ball game. That was a real tough ball game, the whole ball game. I really thought Warren County was going to be able to put together a rally. Just came up short. Again, like I said, they went into overtime. DeKalb was able to pull it out. Next week, Casey and Mark are at White County, York. That is the primetime game of the week. This is the Friday night post-game show sponsored by Guffey Law. Again, thank you to Guffey Law. They are our Friday night post-game sponsor all year long. Again, we thank you guys for tapping in with us. I'm Terrence Page. Still waiting on a couple scores. Don't know if we're going to get him in. Uh, Shouts out to Corbin Garrett, again, primetime player of the game there from Cannon County. 4 touchdowns. He's starting his Mr. Football campaign off strong, putting up 4. Uh, I think it's safe to say Cole Sims is putting together a strong campaign for Mr. Football too. Uh, yeah, man, it's football time in Tennessee, guys. Football time in Tennessee. Excited to see what the upper teams across the Upper Cumberland do week 2. Put up some points. Teams in the Upper Cumberland put up some points. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 teams with 40 points or better across the Upper Cumberland. 3 teams, 40 points or better across the Upper Cumberland Knights. That's pretty impressive. That shows that these guys worked this summer, man. But shouts out to all those guys. Shouts out to everybody across the Upper Cumberland, of course. Jackson County, 40 points. Cookeville, 40 points. Cannon County, 40 points. Livingston, 55 points. So we did have 14. That shows some work there in the offseason. So shouts out to all those guys. Still don't have a Red Bull and Springs Grundy County score. We don't have a Pickett County Oakdale score. Again, Stone Memorial was 21-13 over York. DeKalb County 10-7 over Warren County. Gordon's was 17-13 over Cofield. Barron County 42-6. Clay County came up short. Coach Tommy Hinch, head coach Tommy Hinch, big win to start the season, 48-7 over Monterey. 55-7 Livingston Academy over Cumberland County. Uh, Friendship Christian Brownsville, we still don't have one. Still don't have a score for them. 49-6 White County over Saudi Daisy. Jackson County, we just got an update from Dylan Sandlin there in Jackson County, 43-14. Upperman, Knox Webb. Upperman 21, Knox Webb 20. And Cookeville, impressive win over Siegel in Rutherford County, 42-14. Easton Davidson looked real good tonight, so shouts out to Easton Davidson. Excited to see what his year is going to look like. Uh, that's football across the Upper Cumberland, guys. Thank you for tuning in to the Friday Night Postgame Show, sponsored by Guppy Law, hosted by me. Again, thank you to Mark and Casey. They were up in Stone calling the game of the week. Their game of the week next week, White County and York, man. Make sure you're tuned back in here Friday night for the Friday Night Postgame Show, again, sponsored by Guppy Law. Also, make sure you're tuned in Wednesday. Turn the Page, hosted by me. We're going to get into it this week, man. I'm excited. We touched on some stuff this past Wednesday, so I'm excited for this coming Wednesday. Make sure you're following us on Facebook. Make sure you're following us on YouTube at TriStar Sports Network. We appreciate everybody that tapped in tonight, that was in the comments, that gave Casey and Mark some engagement there while they were calling the game, Stone and York. Again, we go live next week, White County and York. Casey and Mark are going to be calling that game. We'll be on Facebook, we'll be on YouTube, and then I will be here in the TriStar Sports studio for the Friday night post-game show sponsored by Guppy Law. Congrats to all the good winning teams across the Upper Cumberland tonight. We'll see you guys next week.